This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Thanks for joining us at 7. It's great to be back with you. I'm Rafael Sanchez. We begin tonight with concerns from parents in Franklin Township. They're worried school buses are too full, putting their children in danger.
Kids are about 3 to a seat. It's hard for them to walk, and it takes a minute for them to actually get off the bus and to load on the bus. Sardines in a can.
They're crowded, but you're going to have that everywhere. I actually drive for Warren Township, and we have parents complaining that our kids are 3 to a seat as well.
We took their concerns directly to the school district. They say the buses are full but not considered overcrowded. On average, 75 elementary students are assigned to a bus with 28 seats. Most buses can carry 84 or 78 passengers, depending on the model. A state law says 3 elementary school kids or 2 high school kids can't fit in a seat on a typical school bus. A Franklin Township spokesman says they are seeing an increase in the number of students this year, and they're working quickly to alleviate the issue of these full buses. Now at 7, the city of Westville wants to make sure people can keep solicitors off their properties if they choose to. Now, in the past, it's been up to the homeowners associations whether to allow soliciting or not. But at least one solicitation company is fighting that, saying it's unconstitutional for an HOA to make a decision that blankets an entire neighborhood. So Westfield officials say they plan to make this possibly a city ordinance.
It's also my fiduciary responsibility to avoid a lot of expenses. In this case, we find it's going to be much simpler. Let's tweak our ordinance instead of getting into a lengthy legal battle.
Mayor Andy Cook says if it becomes a city ordinance, residents could either go online and print a no soliciting sign for their yard, or they could sign up for the city's no-knock list, showing addresses solicitors could not go to. The city council is voting on this issue next month. We have more details tonight on a fatal shooting at a Lawrence restaurant. Court documents say 18-year-old Jalen Ryle shot 17-year-old Connor Turner 11 times last Saturday inside the Penn Station on Pendleton Pike. Ryle did not flee after the shooting. Instead, he waited until police arrived, and he told investigators that he shot Connor, in his words, in self-defense after the two got into a fight. A 16-year-old Lawrence Central High School student is stopped with a handgun hidden in his book bag. The district sent home a note to parents letting them know the student arrived late to school today and was immediately searched due to their words, erratic behavior. Now, during that search, the weapon was found. He was arrested and sent to the Marion County Juvenile Detention Center.
We've had a beautiful day today. Temperatures right where they should be this time of year. Some spots a little bit below average. As we head through the day tomorrow, we're going to see a similar setup. However, a few chances of a stray shower or thunderstorm hit us in the afternoon. Right now, you can see on our IMS Pagoda cam, partly cloudy skies. We've struck up a few cumulus clouds this afternoon. As we head into the evening, we'll see a lot of those dissipate, and we'll be left with clear skies overnight. Still 82 in Indianapolis, 78 in Kokomo, 79 in Bloomington. Temperatures will drop off quite a bit by tomorrow morning into the low 60s and upper 50s in some areas, and that's just because as those clouds move out, we won't have those clouds to insulate us from that cold air that's going to move in overnight. What's going to happen next is we are going to see a system move in tomorrow. That's what's going to bring us that small chance of an isolated stray shower or thunderstorm. Tonight, temperatures dropping into the 70s. This evening, dry with low humidity.
Alyssa, thank you so much. And now at 7, advances in technology. They're making it possible for first responders to better react when you need help. The Lawrence Fire and Police Departments, they unveiled their new drones today. You see them there in action. Once crews are done training this week, the 3 drones will join the ranks and start being deployed. Those drones can also be used for Project Lifesaver, which helps find lost children who have disabilities such as autism. Our Hiring Hoosiers report is focused every day on jobs and training just for you. And this month, as kids return to school, we're looking at how young people are being prepared for the workforce. We're calling this Classroom to Career. As students at one Central Indiana high school, they're figuring out how to keep your HVAC systems up and running. RTV6's Erin Lish shows us how these kids are getting on the path to a career in a field that always needs more workers.
Which wire goes where? These Pike High students are learning just that, how to install, operate, and do maintenance work on HVAC systems. And right now, there's a major need for experts in this line of work.
Approximately 300,000 jobs this year are available in this industry.
And there's a variety of positions open in the HVAC industry.
Some of that's new construction work, along with commercial buildings, residential homes, and then service and repair replacement work.
This is a 2-year course that students say others should consider.
This is a great class, and I encourage other people to take it.
Instructors say if you like hands-on work, then this is the path for you.
They like being outside, they like being active, and they're good at problem-solving skills.
Along with dual college credits, they get certifications from the EPA and OSHA, which students say give them confidence for their future after graduation.
Because even if I do go to college, this is a good fallback plan I can go into. I can always go back to it and work for companies because now I have my license in it. And this is a skill for life that I can always use.
Working for you, Aaron Lish, RTV6.
Our Aaron Lish and Alyssa Donovan have great career to classroom stories every morning on Good Morning Indiana. Now, this industry, HVAC, keeps growing. Federal data shows that within the last 7 years, we could see a 15% increase in HVAC mechanics as well as installers. It is a call to all pet lovers as Indianapolis's Animal Care Services is making a special offer just for you. They're trying to clear out their still full shelter, so they're offering free adoptions through this weekend. You're looking at just a few of the cats and the dogs that need forever homes. Go to the IACS website to view all the animals that are available right now. You can also stop by the shelter during normal business hours from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and this Sunday. Following a terrorist attack inside its Texas store, the top leader at Walmart weighs in on the highly charged debate over gun control. Details are next, but first, let's check in with Alyssa.
And we are going to see another nice day tomorrow. Those temperatures close to average, but then we are climbing quite a bit into the weekend. I'll talk about this warming trend coming up.
We share it with you on Good Morning Indiana.
This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
These are some eye-opening images. Race car driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his family safe after being involved in a fiery plane crash in Tennessee today. According to the FAA, the Cessna plane carrying Earnhardt, his wife, and daughter, plus 2 pilots, landed at Elizabethton Municipal Airport, then rolled off the end of the runway and caught on fire. Fire officials say everyone made it out alive. That plane burned for 20 minutes. Firefighters then had to focus on a 1,000-gallon fuel spill after that crash. New questions tonight after that dramatic shootout in Philadelphia that lasted several hours and left 6 officers wounded. We're learning tonight that the gunman has a long criminal history, but somehow was able to get his hands on an assault rifle. As ABC's Megan Tavrizian reports, lawmakers in Philly are now demanding more gun control.
This is not Afghanistan. This is not Iraq, right? This is the United States of America, so this has no place in our country.
Today, Philadelphia's leaders taking a stand.
If we don't see change, gun violence will continue to ravage our communities and tear families apart. So I say to our state and federal lawmakers, step up or step aside.
We've got to start with figuring out ways of getting guns out of the hands of people like the jerk who shot 6 officers.
The conversation less than 24 hours after this. A 7-hour tense standoff that put a North Philadelphia neighborhood in lockdown. The gunman, Maurice Hill, surrendering to police overnight. The shootout started Wednesday evening while officers were serving Hill with a narcotics warrant.
We have an officer shot, and they're still being shot at.
Escalating quickly, Hill allegedly shooting 6 police officers, barricading himself inside his home, holding 2 officers hostage. Hill's criminal history dates back to the early 2000s and includes attempted murder, kidnapping, and drug dealing. Philadelphia's district attorney today.
I think it's fair to say that the criminal justice system, imperfect as it is, did not stop this terrible incident.
6 officers shot, all released from the hospital today. According to his attorney, the suspect has a teenage son and a newborn daughter just 2 days old. Megan Tavrizian, ABC News, New York.
Walmart appears to be taking a tentative stand on gun control. Walmart's CEO today released a statement saying the company supports common sense gun legislation. The statement specifically mentioned background checks and removing weapons from people who pose an imminent danger, but it did not endorse any specific legislation. The big box retailer fell under renewed criticism for selling firearms after a gunman killed 22 people at one of its stores in El Paso, Texas earlier this month. The retailer is also one of the largest sellers of guns and ammunition in the world. Bananas may soon be harder to find and may even be more expensive for you and your family to buy. Officials in Colombia say a fungus that decimated banana plantations in Asia and Australia is now there. The fungus infects the soil banana plants grow in, eventually makes them unable to produce the fruit. A different strain of fungus decimated bananas back in the early 1900s. Farmers started growing the type of bananas we eat today specifically because they were resistant to that fungus. However, there are no additional banana types that can easily survive the shipping time from Latin America right here to U.S. grocers. The days of having to go to the doctor or finding a machine to check out your blood pressure, that could soon be over. Get this, researchers at the University of Toronto say that they can read your blood pressure with a simple video selfie. The technology measures the light reaching your face and can detect and measure blood flow changes under the skin. Researchers say it just takes 2 minutes. They claim it's up to 96% accurate. I want to see that. It's unclear when the researchers could roll out a product for us, the consumer. It is regularly named one of the best neighborhood festivals in Indianapolis. Sausage Fest is back. Yes, it's back this weekend. The event is put on every year by St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church and School at 4600 Illinois Street on the city's north side. You can sample a variety of delicious sausages and several other goodies, plus enjoy the games and, of course, the live music. Sausage Fest is tomorrow and Saturday, 5:30 p.m. through midnight. And now all we need is a special recipe, is some great sunshine.
Yes.
Let's see what Alyssa Donovan has on her menu. What do you got?
We have the potential for some nice weather, but we also have the potential for some showers and thunderstorms.
I want to stick with the potential for the nice weather.
Okay, I'll do my best, but it's there. I gotta mention it. Tonight's gonna be really nice as well.
Good.
It's been a beautiful day today, and that's gonna continue as we head into the evening. That pleasant evening on tap. Temperatures a little bit cooler than they should be this time of year throughout the day. Just a couple degrees. As we head into the weekend, heat and humidity is back in the forecast, and starting tomorrow we have daily storm chances in our forecast as well. So you're going to need to pay attention to that. Just because they are there, though, doesn't mean you'll see that at your house. These are going to be isolated in nature for the most part, so it might shower and storm in one area of central Indiana, but not where you are. 82 degrees right now in Indianapolis. That humidity has come way down, 49%. Those dew points have come down as well. Those winds right now out of the west-northwest about 14 miles per hour, so just a light breeze this evening. We have partly cloudy skies. We've built up these cumulus clouds this afternoon, and those are going to start to dissipate in the next few hours here. So that's all from this front that's going to move through tomorrow. This shortwave, rather, is going to start to make its way into central Indiana throughout the day tomorrow, and we are going to see that potential of a few showers, possibly a thunderstorm move in throughout the day, most likely in the afternoon and evening. So we're going to clear out with those clouds overnight, which is going to allow us to really cool down as well. We won't have those clouds to insulate us from that cool, dry air overnight. So we'll be starting a little cool tomorrow morning, and then we'll see that potential of those showers and thunderstorms moving in right around midday. Again, these are going to be isolated, so if you do see them, they will be short-lived, maybe just a quick downpour, if even that. Clearing out by the evening, we'll see partly cloudy skies for the rest of your Friday and most of Saturday before we start to see a warm front move in, which is going to cause a little bit more instability in the forecast for your Saturday, which means we could stir up a few showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. 90 degrees on Saturday, humidity is back, and it really kicks back in on Sunday. Our best chance of showers and storms is going to be Saturday afternoon, but we still have a chance on Sunday. Our heat index values will be into the 90s on Sunday, so that is going to be our hot day in the forecast. So if you want to get outside and use the pool, that's going to be the day to do it. Monday, staying warm. That heat is sticking around. Still seeing those chances of showers and thunderstorms each day until Thursday. That's when we start to see things really clear out and temperatures drop back into the 80s.
Lisa, thank you so much. But I wanted to sign a petition because the state fair is ending this weekend.
Yes.
Sausage Fest, of course. We could use the rain.
We could use the rain.
But not for these events.
Okay.
So let's work on that.
We'll
talk later.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Coming up in your nightly Hiring Hoosiers report, it's the next generation hoping to serve and protect. The program putting people on the path to policing best practices. That's our next, right here on the News at 7.
At Zaxby's.
Every night at this time, Hiring Hoosiers connects you to jobs, training programs that can pay off for you and your family. And the next generation of law enforcement, they are starting off really early, learning the best practices in the classroom before making it a career.
You guys ready to start it? Yes, ma'am. Get your partners, go to your tables.
Learning how to obtain fingerprints is key in the world of law enforcement.
If you see it done in a police academy, we do it in here. We do building searches, traffic stops.
And in this setting, high school students take a hands-on approach. They analyze the fingerprints by placing them on balloons to determine the pattern.
It's exceedingly important because honestly, you can only learn so much from a book. You can only for so long read. It's when you actually get the hands-on stuff and be able to like touch and feel and actually do stuff that you actually start to retain the information a lot more.
The J. Everett Light Career Center caters this program to tap into the interests of those seeking a future in public safety.
That whole aspect of just helping people is, I guess, just rooted in my character.
Students can't apply for a job with a police department until they're 21 years old, but they believe this training will give them an edge.
Being able to show up to that door and do what you're told and do it correctly without complaining or something, just it shines through to either future employees or just coworkers.
It's very fundamental to start getting a head start because a lot of things you do as 17, 18-year-olds and going into college can affect your career.
These lines, they could be scars they each have.
A variety of skills and techniques are taught, but the biggest lesson comes on day one and can apply to any profession.
Do the right thing at the right time for the right reason, and you'll enjoy a long career in law enforcement.
And that is some good advice there. The J. Everett Light Career Center offers students a wide range of programs catering to multiple career choices. For more information about this program and many others, go to our website, hiringhoosiers.com. Still ahead, why some fear the interview and the job hunting process. Our Hiring Hoosiers career coach on how to handle one of the most sensitive issues in your background. That's our next on the News at 7.
Financing for 60 months on select 2019 Atlas models.
Tonight, some Hiring Hoosiers Insight. Our career coach talks about the background checks in the work world.
Have you made a mistake in your past that affect your ability to pass a background check? Criminal backgrounds do, in fact, create limitations, but it's possible to find a job with a conviction. You may have to develop a new plan or skill set that will not reject your past record. First, you want to look up your record and seek legal counsel about having your record expunged. Next, you may have to identify your skills and create a new skill set or education that will target careers that will not hold your record against you. Next, you want to take advantage of community resources. Organizations like Work One, Higher Reentry, Pace Indy, Indy Helpers, and several other online sites have a wealth of information to help people with criminal backgrounds. Consider going back to school. If you don't have your high school diploma, contact your local adult education program to get signed up for that. Once you're signed up with those programs, you may be eligible for a free certification. You also want to consider post-secondary options such as apprenticeships and college and universities. You always want to keep practicing your professionalism. Create a professional resume, cover letter, good referrals, and practice interviewing and dressing appropriately. Next, you want to start your job search. Network with your friends and family. Seek out those smaller businesses that have less restrictive hiring requirements. Check out the job search websites and consider staffing companies. If the background question comes up, It's best to take responsibility for your conviction, show regret, and give examples of how you have redeemed yourself by your new acquired skills and abilities. Just like any other job search, prepare, practice, be persistent, and prove yourself once on the job.
Great advice from our career coaches. You can see all of their other tips on our website, hiringhoosiers.com.
And we are going to see a small chance of an isolated shower or storm tomorrow afternoon. Besides that, though, it's going to be another dry and pleasant day. 84 for the high. The heat and humidity returns over the weekend. Chances of showers and storms nearly every day in the 7-day.
Alyssa, thank you so much, and thank you for making RTV6 your choice for news. Our next newscast tonight with Amanda and Mark at 11. Have a good evening.